Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a subject that I mentioned in my Buying Kingsley video. I'm very excited to talk about this because I'm just really excited. We are talking about FNAF, if you can't tell by the title of this video, and it is a very exciting topic that we're talking about today, about FNAF. So before we get started, I just wanted to say that to understand what I'm talking about, you need to know about kind of FNAF 3 and FNAF 4, but also the whole entire storyline about FNAF. So if you guys did not know what FNAF stands for, it is Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, if you don't know what FNAF is, you might not want to watch this video. But if you guys want to possibly get into FNAF, then see how you feel about my theory today. So I don't know if I'm going to actually be playing FNAF on my channel, just because I have it on my Nintendo Switch, and you can't really film on your Nintendo Switch. So I don't think I'm going to film me playing the actual games. But today I'm going to be talking about a theory about it, so I'm excited. But let's go ahead and just get into it. Today's theory is talking about the crying child. The crying child is one of the Afton kids that we know of, the youngest son of William Afton. And yeah, we're going to be talking about what is his real name. Because there are so many people out there, and I want to try to sum it up the best that I possibly can. Now, where does the crying child come from? Where does that name come from? That's the first thing. I am going to guess, and to my knowledge, let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong, that the crying child was created, the name was created, crying child, was created by the fandom, was created so that we could talk about this specific character in the game. And we named him the crying child because there are tears almost always on his face because he's always crying. And obviously he is smaller than some of the other pixelated human beings that you see. And so he is a child. And so that's, I'm gonna guess, how we called him, the fan base made him the crying child. I don't know if Scott Cawthon ever confirmed the crying child as his real name. And obviously it's called a crying child. I don't think anyone would name their kid crying child because that wouldn't make sense. So there are 3 names out there kind of scattered around the whole fan base, and I'm going to tell you what the names are. Michael, Evan, and Chris. Those are the 3 names that we have for the crying child so far. Now, I first want to talk about Michael. I don't think that the crying child's name is Michael because there's an older son, an older Afton son, and most of the games you play as a security guard called Mike or Michael, and a lot of people think that that security guard we play as Michael Afton. The first game is Mike Schmidt, and then the 5th game is just Mike. You try to type in Mike, of course it switches to Eggs Benedict. But I don't think that unless the crying child survived the bite that Fredbear gave him, or the kiss that the older brother would say, that unless he survived that, which is, I doubt it. I mean, I think they kind of really, Scott Cawthon really said that he died. So I don't think he is the Mike that we play as in the game. Also, the older brother would make sense because many years later you would play as the security guard of Michael Afton, which is the older brother. So I don't think that Mike is the crying child's name. I think Mike or Michael is the older brother. Moving on, we have Chris. Chris and Evan are the 2 that are mainly stuck out and the fan base talk about. Now, I don't think it is Chris because there's no real evidence that Scott Cawthon has confirmed saying that his name is Chris. Because if the logic behind the fan base is evidence, and the evidence behind it is that the crying child starts with C, if that's their evidence, then that's not good evidence because I'm pretty sure that the crying child that name was made up by the fan base, if I am not mistaken. So Chris wouldn't make sense if that's their evidence. Now, I don't know where Chris came from, actually, so I could obviously be wrong if there is like real evidence that Chris is a deciding factor. But so that then leads me to my last name, Evan. I think Evan has a lot of actual evidence that the crying child's name could be Evan. I think that it is Evan because, one, E is also Elizabeth. That also starts with E, is what the youngest sister of the Afton family is. That's her name. So that would make sense that the two youngest children have E in their names. That just would make sense to me. Because it's just something that maybe Scott decided to do. The two youngest will have E at their end of the names. That would make sense. That's one piece of evidence. Another piece is that Evan, there's somewhere in the code that Scott put. I have no idea where, because I know Scott sometimes like puts out articles or something about the game and like teasers, and then inside the code of the actual webpage he put teasers for like when FNAF 5 was gonna come out, sister location. He did something about Chica's Party World in like the FNAF teaser like code, so something like that. So I don't know where the N was actually, but it had something to do with N and the crying child being Evan, and N is in Evan. So that is another, another piece of evidence. N is in Evan. So we have a couple pieces of evidence that Evan could be the name of the crying child. Now, I don't think Scott has ever actually confirmed any of these names for the crying child, because Scott is a mysterious man. He is just like, I don't want to reveal any information. Obviously, he also has, I think, sold the company by now in 2022. So, thanks a lot, Scott. We may never know the whole storyline of FNAF, but that's how he wanted to be. So, yeah. So I don't know what the real name of the crying child is, but my suspicion is Evan based on the facts that I just gave you guys. And let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, because what you guys think of the crying child's name. And I know one of you guys commented on King's video when I bought him, saying that you guys wanted to see FNAF, you guys wanted me to talk about FNAF. So thank you for that support. I don't know if I would actually be making this video if you did not comment on that video, so thank you so much. I don't remember your name at the moment, but thank you a lot for giving me this little boost of confidence so that I could make this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it, the person that commented on that video, because you're the one that really brought me to actually make this video, because you're the one that was like, yay, FNAF, I want FNAF. So yeah, that's kind of it. I do want to say that this video will be posted after I am in school. That way you guys have a little bit of content for me being in school, because I will not be able to film as much when I'm in school. Now, I do want to say that there will be a video before I do start school talking about things that you guys need to know, like schedule and everything. But I'm a little stressed because I just hope you guys don't leave, because I promise that I will do my best to keep you guys entertained and everything like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!